Hey there, Rob Legenhausen with Raymond James. Our team is the financial advisor to the Blazoo 401k retirement plan. Thanks for taking a few minutes to virtually be with me as I discuss the benefits of the plan that you now have access to or will very, very soon. Our team is just a phone call away. Our offices are in College Park. I do come out to Blazoo on site a couple times throughout the year to provide market updates, information about the retirement plan, and provide ongoing advice. But in the meantime, if there is anything that you need, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or to my team. So let's talk a little bit about what a 401k plan is, what the rules and regs are with any type of 401k plan, and then I'll talk to you specifically about your 401k plan available at Blazoo. A 401k plan is a long-term retirement savings vehicle. It is a really good way, probably the best way, to save money for retirement. It is not a good way to save money for anything really short-term in nature, like getting a new car next year or taking a cruise. So I just want to start by saying it's important that you have a good emergency fund set up outside of the retirement plan. Have 3 to 6 months of living expenses. That's generally a good rule of thumb. Whatever it costs to keep the lights on, pay the rent, pay the utilities, so forth. Have that, whatever that number is for you, multiply by 3 to 6, keep that in cash. And then once you have that set up, then you can start funding a 401k plan. Ideally, that's the best way to go about it. Now, 59.5 is the magic number with anything regarding a tax-favored retirement plan. It could be 403b, 401k, IRA. They all pretty much fall under the same rules regarding how you can access the money down the road. With a 401k, with your 401k specifically, you have two options for funding. You can fund either pre-tax or you can fund post-tax, which is also known as Roth. If you fund a 401k plan pre-tax, in an example, you make a paycheck and it's $1,000 and you save 10% into the 401k. $100 would leave your paycheck and go into your 401k, and then you would get a match from Blazoo, which I'll explain in a second. You are only taxed on that paycheck as if you made $900, right? Because the 10%, the $100 that went into the 401k was a pre-tax contribution. So that's called traditional. In traditional, you do get a benefit up front. There's a tax incentive to put money into the plan pre-tax. But what happens is on the distribution phase, meaning when you get to retirement, 59.5 years or beyond, then you pay the taxes, both on the $100 you put in today, plus all the growth that you're going to experience over the next years and decades until retirement. So the younger you are, the bigger that balance is going to grow, meaning the larger the tax liability will become on the back end. So every penny that comes out of the 401k in retirement in a pre-tax traditional format is taxed at 100% at your future ordinary income tax bracket. Roth is the opposite. Roth means you put the same $100 in, you make a $1,000 paycheck, and you save 10%, so your 100 goes in, you pay taxes on the full $1,000 paycheck. It's an after-tax contribution. There is no tax incentive today to save post-tax or Roth is the other, it's the same term. There's no benefit today. The magic happens with Roth on the distribution phase, on the back end. So let's say you have an individual who's 30 years old and she has, 30 plus years to go till retirement. If she puts her $100 in Roth, no benefit today, she pays the taxes on the full $1,000 paycheck. But when that $100 grows over the next 35 years, 35 or more years, and let's say that it's grown to just the $100 she puts in is now like, $2,000, she gets every penny of that tax free. All right, so the younger you are, generally speaking, the more sense Roth makes, the post-tax version, because you have a longer time to grow the money. If you only have 5 or 10 years until retirement, well, Roth kind of loses its magic, right? Because if we have a sideways market for the next 5 or 10 years, there's really no benefit to doing Roth. But if you're younger, Roth can make a lot of sense. Okay, so we talked about pre-tax traditional versus Roth. Next, I want to discuss the match that is available at Blazoo that you now will have access to. After 90 days, you are eligible to participate in the retirement plan. So congratulations. And I will tell you that you guys have a really good match. At Blazoo, and I'll describe the formula in a second, but we manage about 65, 70 401k retirement plans, all in Orlando, Central Florida. And Blazoo is definitely on the stronger side of the scale. A lot of 401k plans do not offer a match. And then there's a whole bunch of other ones that just offer 0.25%, 0.5%, maybe 1 or 2%. And then you got the strong ones on the other end, which is where you fall. So Blazoo wants you to be successful for your retirement. I've worked with Blazoo. Our team has been with Blazoo for a number of years, 4 or 5 years. I think it's 2022 spring right now, which is why it's raining. But over the history working with Blazoo, I know firsthand that they care about your future self. They care about your dignity in retirement. The match is in place to help encourage you to save for retirement and to help boost up the retirement income down the road via the match that you're going to get. So here's how it works. Every 1% of your income you put in, you're going to also get 1%. That's 100% match. So for example, you have that $1,000 paycheck and you save 1%, that's $10. $10 would go from your paycheck into your 401k. The organization is also going to put in $10. So you save 10, 20 goes in day one. That's 100% match. Now, the next 5% that you save, so percent 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you're getting matched 50 cents on the dollar, or 50%. That means, in a real life example, if you save 2%, so in the $1,000 paycheck example, you save $20, you would get $15 as a match. So remember, dollar for dollar on the first percent, and then 50 cents on the dollar for the second one. That continues until you hit 6% of your paycheck. That's where the match is sort of maxed out. So the bottom line, to get the most out of the organization, and I love Dean, but I want you to get the most bang for your buck, and so does he. You have to save at least 6%. 6%. If you save 6% in the $1,000 example, it'd be $60. You're getting 3.5% match. Okay? So dollar for dollar on the first percent you save, 50 cents on the dollar up until you hit 6. So you put in 6, you get 3.5. It's a really good match, guys. It's literally free money. So guys, I hope this was useful. We covered basics of a 401k plan, how the money goes in, how it's taxed, Roth versus traditional. We then discussed the match at Blazoo, the very generous match that you now have access to. And then finally, we talked a little bit about the investments, the funds, target date. So again, my name is Rob Legenhausen. We are a Raymond James group, very close to where we're in College Park, as I mentioned. And the name of our team is Edgewater Family Wealth. We manage a lot of retirement plans. We have a ton of clients just like you guys that we serve throughout Orlando, Central Florida area. So if there is ever anything that you need, please reach out. Let me know how I can help. I'm happy to set up a Zoom, a call, and in person, whatever is most convenient for you. Congratulations on your hire at Blazoo. It's a great company. It's a really fun culture, and they do care about their folks. So hope you're doing well. Look forward to seeing you soon. Until next time, take care.